fitness has changed. And we want you to make that change too. So, what does a GOLFWOD program look like? Basically, you're going to take all of those aspects of fitness and we're going to break it up into periods of time, okay? Periodization, we do it slightly differently though, okay? We will have certain focuses over the course of a month, 2, 3 months, whatever we get to, but we also do it throughout the course of the week, okay? In speaking to some of the best players around, we found a very strong correlation towards trying to load the front of the week, early in the week, with your more strength-based movements, things that are challenging the body for a general adaptation, okay? This is where we might need a little bit more recovery, hence we take it away from where we tend to spend the most of our time on the course, okay? As we then go through the week, we start to work towards more conditioning, more power, more speed, and basically more golf style movements. That means that when you go to the course, you're going to take that speed right with you and your body's going to feel the absolute best week on week, alright? This isn't easy and it's not just a set standard. Everybody works differently in terms of their lifestyle, recovery, and also what they like to do in the gym and when they can get there, okay? So, by front loading the start of the week with those strong movements, we really prime the body up, we challenge the muscle in the body, we recover, and as we do so, we take that level of conditioning through and put you into some more hard work, okay? So, quite often you'll see the start of the week, we'll hit up some heavier lifts, some squats, some deadlifts, maybe some Olympic lifts. We'll go through the middle of the week, there will be rest in there as well, and we start to add in more speed, more ballistic movements, things that are a little bit more towards that golf style look, where we're trying to work asymmetrically, we're trying to balance, we're trying to create speed from different areas, different planes of motion, and basically ground yourself well to then create force when we get out on the course. So, we're going to start out the session with some power potentiation work, okay? This is where we start to prime the body up for speed, for power, and for development as we work through the session. So the combination today is going to be med ball jumps, so weighted jumps, obviously creating the most vertical force possible, which is more and more important in the swing day by day. That push out of the ground we talk about all the time, how we can squat down, extend up, create more club head speed, okay? We're going to match that up with some chest press, some wall chest press, which really works into the core. You're having to really stabilize the spine and work very hard through the abs in the core, and everything else is binding you up in there, okay? You finish that round off with your more golf style movement, golf swing style movement in your rotational med ball throws, okay? Here you're looking to stabilize, you're looking to use the ground, and you're looking to accelerate and release as best as you possibly can. Once we have completed the med balls, take a little rest, get some hydration, we're going to work into some kettlebell work, guys, alright? So, this is going to be challenging. I want this to be heavy all the way through, and again, we're not in a workout style at this time, so basically, I want you to take enough rest to hit each movement without breaking down that particular set, okay? So you can change kettlebells between, because the movements might mean you have to, you don't have to, but obviously we're looking to max out on each movement that we have, guys, alright? So for this set, we're going to be working with 2 kettlebells the entire time, and we are going to be in a double front rack position to start, guys, okay? So this is different from a barbell in that you have to unilaterally work to stabilize, and it just adds in a really cool asymmetrical component where you're having to stabilize as well as you can, guys, right? Again, core is working super hard, so is your spine, and in terms of longevity and injury prevention, the ability to stabilize through that position is extremely important, okay? Starting out, we're looking at the double front rack step up, okay? So alternating feet as you go, we're looking to really maintain a big high elbow position, no bending of the spine. That's one thing we want to look away from, is that once we start to step on the box, if we lose our spinal position, if our hips come underneath and we lose that good posture, we're breaking down. We don't want to see that, okay? So really tight, tall chest, step up and be strong throughout, guys, okay? Our second movement is going to be the kettlebell deadlift, okay? Really simple hinge pattern. We deadlift often, but in many different varieties, guys, okay? It's about creating the most speed from the ground and having the strength to do so. Again, having 2 kettlebells, you can load this one up. This will be your heaviest lift of all of those. You can merely make sure that you push into the ground, keep your spine straight, and work into that hinge pattern, guys, alright? You should always start by pushing hips back, having a slight bend of the knee, and feel the tension go into your hamstrings to start the move. From there, always touch the ground, hit a good range of motion, and rip on those kettlebell movements. The final movement here is going to go into your kettlebell front rack hold. Front squats, very much the same as the first 2, guys, right? We're looking for great posture, we're looking for a good range of motion. I want you to push down into that squat as far as you can, and always try and control down, accelerate up as best you can, guys, right? That speed out the bottom is going to be very important. We want to amp it up where possible. Finish the round, we're back on that med ball. I want you to go with your vertical med ball slams, which is just straight up force. Just let it rip, guys, okay? Extend up as tall as you can, right up onto the tiptoes, and press down into the ground, and just let the golf swing. The last thing is to really release those wrists and deliver all the energy into that ball. Once you've executed on the strength side, guys, you're going to take that rest again, and then you're going to finish up the session with some rowing intervals. Conditioning, you need to be aerobically well conditioned in order to play some good golf, alright? You're going to be out on the course 3, 4, 5, 6, hopefully not, hours. If you're walking that amount of time, if you're just trying to perform over that amount of time, you need to be aerobically fit, because otherwise that performance is going to drop off as we start to lower our energy, and then obviously muscles can't perform, our accuracy of movement goes down, and then we have a poor finish to the round, okay? Hit your rowing intervals hard. It's a grind, guys. You got to get in there and do the work. Okay, guys, our second training day of the week takes us over to a little bit more conventional training in its own way, guys, alright? We're going to hit up some bench, we're going to hit up some strict press, and some barbell bent over rows, guys, alright? So those are 3 bodybuilding movements that can be very beneficial to golf. I know you've all seen Brooks Koepka out there benching. It can't be too much of a bad thing, guys, alright? Use relative weight, make sure your range of motion is very good. I think that's where a lot of the bodybuilding side really threw golfers off, in that when you restrict the range of motion, you are literally tightening and pumping a muscle up. That's where it becomes less than beneficial to your game, okay? If we use a full range of motion, you're going to start to work the muscle properly, you're going to get good development without that tightness that we all associate with some of these movements, guys, alright? Matching up the bench and the strict press with your bent over rows, again, takes us into position, but also means that our shoulders are healthy, we're functioning well, and we're hitting that upper quadrant on this day, guys, alright? Finish the round with some assisted leg raises. You can do this holding on to a pillar, you can hold kettlebells above the head, or you can very simply hold a dumbbell behind you to execute this movement, guys, okay? Alright, line up that core again, we've got to work the whole system as well as we can. And today we have a straight up workout, okay? It's going to be an AMRAP, which means as many reps as possible, and it's going to be nice and simple, guys, okay? So today you're going to hit up to sit-ups. So again, big core component going in. We like to see a full range of motion, get a bit of flexion and extension through the spine, so that again, we don't do too many crunches and get all rounded up, okay? It happens. If you do too many crunches, you will look like this. So, let's get a full range of motion on the spine, all the way back, all the way through, okay? We're going to match that up with single arm, dumbbell clean and jerks, guys, okay? So this is going to be from the hang position, and this requires a lot of stability, good balance, and it's asymmetrical. So we're working around one side of the body, and it is a very good conditioning movement, guys, okay? Hinge like you would do with a kettlebell between the legs, pull, extend, and then drop under with that dumbbell to the shoulder, and make sure you use your legs overhead, guys, alright? When we catch with a straight arm overhead, you will be using that shoulder stability, creating that anti-rotation that asymmetrical work does, and really amping everything up, guys, okay? We're going to finish the round with calories. That can be row, bike, or steep. And again, that's that conditioning component. It is important for golf, but it's even more important for everyday life, guys, right? You got to be willing to put in the work, and this AMRAP is all work. Okay, guys, so third training day of the week is going to take us over to some pretty cool work, all right? You're going to hit up as your strength aspect, we're going to be looking at front squats at a percentage of around 70-75%. Okay, this is to really create speed and power as opposed to overall strength because of that percentage, guys. Okay, we're matching those front squats up with rotational box jumps, where you're really going to start to transfer all of this power that you're creating into the ground through rotation and up. Okay, again, you watch the best players in the world, that rotation out of the ground, up, the hips will peak as they come into impact, maintain your posture. That's speed right there, guys, right? That's what everybody wants, and that is what this is going to develop. Okay, we're going to match that up with some split stance rotational med balls, because again, that takes all of that speed and power of the front squats and the box jumps into a asymmetrical kind of unconventional pattern, and means that you have to stabilize under that stress of creating speed through different planes of motion, guys. All right, this is a really good combination if you want to create some serious power, a great core position, and an awesome golf swing. Our workout today, again, requires power, it requires quality, and it requires you to choose the right way, guys. Okay, we're going to start the round with some power cleans. It's one of my favorite movements, and I want you to all try and get the technique out there spot on. I've seen a lot of you working hard on this, but it really is a movement to itself, right? The Olympic lifting is hugely beneficial, but we have to do it right, okay? And again, check our feed, check our channel for more on the Olympic lifting, okay? With the power clean, if you're comfortable with it, we're looking at a good weight that we can cycle and move well. If you want to sub this out, guys, all right, you can make it a clean pull, which is a really simple movement, but generally gets us almost as much power, if not quite as much core stability in the end. Or you can swap this out for dumbbell power cleans, use 2 dumbbells, extend up, shrug under, just the same. If you don't have access to a barbell, or you're not as confident with it, guys, okay? You're gonna match that up with some push-ups. Let's add in some push into those movements. Again, just general stability, general fitness. Wall balls, which takes us back through the squat pattern and is a massive conditioning tool. And you're going to finish the round up with some running, guys, all right? This is a complex workout, yet it's extremely simple, okay? We have some good movements, some strength-based power activities, followed up with some conditioning, range of motion, and just more conditioning, guys, all right? It's the kind of combination you want and need, and if you can get used to this type of workout, it will have a massively beneficial effect on your overall health and fitness, and again, your golf swing. Okay, guys, coming off that rest there, we are going to hit up some banded deadlifts, hugely beneficial to speed, power, and overall strength. Using the band means that there is more tension, more load essentially on your body at the end range of the movement. So you're adding tension as you go, meaning that your muscle recruitment, the actual amount of muscle that you use, is increasing all the way through. Okay, so be really explosive with those movements, really execute well, and make sure you get as much out of that as possible, guys, all right? Matching those up with conventional box jumps as high as you can. Use whichever style box you want, guys, okay? It's massive power, massive speed, and it is gonna, again, transfer over really nicely, guys, okay? Then we go into a kettlebell workout. We've got a variety of different movements, so it's gonna challenge all different movement patterns, and it's always gonna be stability because of the use of the kettlebell, guys, all right? Kettlebell's a massively important tool. We use the kettlebell a lot, and we can help you with that all the time, guys, all right? So we got swings, we got lunges, we got shoulder to overhead, and we got lots of different patterns in there as we go, guys, all right? Check out the workout. It's a good one, guys, all right? Move that kettlebell well, stay centered, balanced, create the energy through the ground. Okay, guys, and with the GOLFWOD programming, we like to dedicate the weekend to a quick pre-round workout, or just active recovery the whole time, okay? And as I said, everyone's lifestyle will be a little different, so if you shift this around to fit your week, that's absolutely fine. It's a good way to do it. So the 3 movements we're going to look at are double unders, or just standard single unders, so you are skipping, guys, right? That's our conditioning aspect. You're going to go single arm dumbbell snatch, which again brings in that asymmetry and allows you to create force in a vertical way whilst resisting the rotation because we're only using 1 dumbbell. And you're going to match that up with some burpees. It's alright, it's going to get you going, guys, it's going to get you fired up. Short period of time, put in some work, get rested up, refuel, and get ready to hit the tee. Okay, all of the best players are doing a lot more movements that you are going to see in our programming, and we are trying to bring that to the general golfing public in the best way that matches lifestyles, that matches time frames, and basically matches your goals in terms of enjoying a workout, seeing it transfer over to the course, and then feeling fitter, stronger, and all the good things that are associated with it, guys, okay? And as long as we perform all these exercises